Welcome, learners, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're unpacking the latest Q2 2025 performance update from Snap Inc., the company behind Snapchat. We've got their investor letters, earnings releases, presentation slides. Quite a stack here.
Yeah, and our mission today is really to cut through all those numbers and pull out the key insights. We're looking at, where they're actually growing, how they're investing for the future, and what it all kind of means for their strategy. Expect some maybe surprising facts and aha moments.
Okay, let's kick things off then. Q2 2025 snapshot, top-level numbers first.
Right. So revenue was up 9% year over year, came in at $1.345 billion. Pretty solid.
Okay, solid revenue, but profitability, net loss, right?
A net loss of $263 million, and adjusted EBITDA was $41 million. So still investing heavily.
And this seems like the big news financially? Positive cash flow.
Exactly. Operating cash flow hit $88 million, and free cash flow was $24 million.
Wow, that's a huge swing from the negative numbers they had in Q2 2024.
It really is. It's more than just, a slight improvement. It feels like a strategic shift. They still have that net loss on paper, yeah. But generating positive free cash flow, that plus having, $2.9 billion in cash and securities?
Gives them a lot of flexibility.
Huge flexibility, especially when you think about how many tech companies are still burning cash. Snap can now fund its own ambitious plans internally.
Right, they don't need to rely on external financing as much. That definitely de-risks things, especially with their big AR bets.
Precisely. And speaking of ambition, let's talk users. Growth is still strong there.
Yeah, the MAU monthly active users hit 932 million globally. That's up 64 million or 7% year over year.
And the daily users, DAU, also up 469 million, an increase of 37 million or 9% year over year.
So they're marching towards that big goal, 1 billion Snapchatters globally. Seems achievable at this rate.
It does. And this user growth, it's not just vanity metrics, it's really the bedrock for their whole strategy, which, according to their investor letter, rests on three main pillars.
Yeah, what are those?
First, growing the community, and importantly, enriching relationships within it. Second, enhancing value for advertisers. Obvious, but key. And third, investing big in the future of augmented reality.
Growing community, boosting ad value, and AR. Got it. Those seem to connect everything they're doing.
Absolutely. They're not just buzzwords. You can see how their actions fit into these pillars.
Okay, let's dive into that first one then. Community and engagement. Snapchat's core has always been that private snapping between friends, right?
Yeah, friends and family. That core loop drives the daily use, the retention. It's sticky.
So what are they doing to enhance that? Any new features?
Quite a few interesting ones, actually. They launched the Snapchat app on Apple Watch.
Oh, right. So you can see messages and reply quickly.
Exactly. Keyboard, scribble, dictation, emojis. Just makes it more seamless. Keeps people in the ecosystem even off their phones. Less friction.
Makes sense. Anything else on the communication front?
They're using AI and machine learning for better group suggestions, sort of like helping you connect more easily with your closest friends, making groups smarter.
Interesting. And video chat seems to be booming.
Yeah, big time. They said Snapchatters are spending 30% more time video chatting year over year.
30%. That's significant. Shows It's becoming a major way people connect on the platform, not just sending snaps.
Definitely. And don't forget Snap Map. That's quietly become huge.
How huge?
Over 400 million monthly active users are on Snap Map, using it to find friends nearby, check out local spots, see what's happening.
So it's blurring that line between digital check-ins and real-world discovery.
Yeah, it's kind of a social utility layer on the real world.
Okay, so communication strong. What about content? People watching stuff?
Oh, yeah. Global time spent watching content and the number of viewers, both up year over year.
And they put that down to
investments in their machine learning infrastructure. Basically, better recommendations, surfacing more relevant content.
And Spotlight, their TikTok competitor. How's that doing?
It's doing really well. Reached over 550 million monthly active users on average in Q2.
Wow, 550 million MAU on Spotlight alone.
And get this, time spent on Spotlight grew 23% year over year. It now makes up over 40% of the total content view time on Snapchat.
Over 40%. That's massive. Short-form video is clearly central now.
Absolutely central. And they know they need to feed that beast, so they're investing heavily in creator deals.
Right, helping the Snap stars. What kind of tools?
A new suite. Things like generating videos from saved memories using templates. Makes creation faster. Plus, giving them better insights.
Oh, that's like
Returning viewers, which content performs best, total view time. Stuff creators need to actually optimize and, get rewarded.
And is it working? Are creators adopting this?
Seems like it. They've onboarded thousands to the Snapstar program, and Spotlight posts by Snapstars grew over 145% year over year just in North America in Q2.
145% growth in Snapstar posts.
Okay.
Okay, that signals a pretty healthy creator ecosystem developing there.
Definitely points that way. They're actively cultivating it.
And speaking of real-world connections, there was that acquisition. Saturn, the calendar app.
Yes, Saturn, social calendar for high school and college students. Very interesting move.
What, interesting, just about the demographic.
Well, the demographic is key, obviously, but Saturn helps students manage and share class schedules. It's a utility, a daily habit.
And we use big, right?
Huge. Used by students from over 80% of U.S. high schools, according to Snap.
80%. Okay, so that gives Snap a direct line into the daily planning of Gen Z.
Exactly. And Snap's excited about integrating that calendaring expertise. Imagine linking class schedules with Snapchat groups, study sessions.
Could make the platform even more indispensable for that age group. Builds utility into the social side.
Precisely. It's a smart, strategic tuck-in.
Okay, let's shift gears to AR, augmented reality. This is where Snap often feels like they're really pushing boundaries.
They are. The scale of AR usage is just staggering. Over 8 billion lens uses per day.
8 billion times a day someone plays with an AR lens.
Mind-boggling, isn't it? And in Q2, over 350 million Snapchatters used AR every single day on average.
So AR isn't some niche feature. It's core to the daily Snapchat experience for a huge chunk of users.
Absolutely core, and that's fueled by their creator community. Over 400,000 creators, building more than 4 million lenses.
4 million lenses. That's democratization of AR creation on a massive scale.
It really is. And you see the results with these viral AI lenses. Remember those?
The 90 school photos one, different eras.
Yeah, those, plus the Cartoon World AI lens. Collectively, they were viewed over 1 billion times in Q2 alone.
1 billion views for just a few AI lenses. People clearly love playing with AI-driven transformation.
They do, and Snap's making it even easier for anyone to create these. They have Lens Studio for the pros.
Which is already a leading tool.
Right, but now they've introduced Easy Lens, an AI tool. You just type a prompt.
And it builds a lens for you. Seriously.
In minutes, apparently. Plus, they've got a Lens Studio iOS app now, and a web tool, too, lowering the barrier to entry massively.
Wow. So what does that mean? If anyone can make an AR lens just by typing, where does that lead?
Well, I think it fundamentally changes visual communication. It moves beyond just consuming filters to, actively creating your own visual identity, your own reality overlays. We could see an explosion in personalized digital art, storytelling, ways of communicating we haven't even thought of yet.
Fascinating. And it's not just static lenses, right? They mentioned lens games, too.
Yep, pushing interactive AR,
Yeah.
new tools for developers there, like better Bitmoji integration, leaderboards, multiplayer.
Taking off, are people playing AR games?
Seems so. Lens games are now reaching over 175 million monthly active users. That's up over 40% year over year. So yeah, growing fast.
Okay, but the really big long-term AR play, that's the glasses, isn't it? Specs.
That's the moonshot. Consumer-ready specs AR glasses planned for public launch in 2026.
And their angle is they're the only ones with the full stack, software to hardware.
That's their claim. A fully integrated AR computing stack. Proprietary rendering engine, OS, hardware design, the whole package. End-to-end control.
Why is that so important, that integration?
Control means optimization. They can fine-tune the experience, make it seamless. The new specs are meant to be smaller, lighter, more capable, combining machine learning, AI, and what they call spatial intelligence.
Spatial intelligence, meaning the glasses understand the room you're in.
Essentially, yeah. Understanding the 3D space around you, which unlocks totally new ways to interact with info. Digital stuff overlaid onto the real world.
Like directions appearing on the actual street.
Exactly. Or virtual sticky notes on real objects, stuff like that.
And developers are already building for this. You mentioned some examples.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Real-time translation, interactive drum kits, help with playing pool, AI cooking guides, even multiplayer AR archery.
Okay, some of that sounds genuinely useful, some just fun, but it shows the potential.
It does. And underneath it all, they're investing in the core tech. Snap OS updates, AI integrations with OpenAI and Google's Gemini, speech recognition in 40-plus languages, tools to generate 3D models from text prompts.
Plus that partnership with Niantic for a shared world map.
Right, building the foundational layers for this spatial computing future, it's a long game.
A very ambitious one. Okay, let's bring it back to the present-day business. The advertising platform. Crucial for revenue now.
Absolutely crucial. They've got three priorities here, basically. One, better AI and machine learning, using privacy-safe signals. Two, optimizing the actual ad formats and tools for performance. And three, improving how they sell, especially focusing on SMBs, small and medium businesses.
And are those AML improvements actually working? Showing results?
Seems so. They highlighted a 39% year-over-year jump in what they call 7-0 purchase volume for commerce advertisers.
7-0 purchase, meaning someone buys within 7 days of seeing an ad with no prior clicks.
Exactly. Shows the ad itself drove the sale. And overall, purchase-related ad revenue grew more than 25% year-over-year. So yes, the platform seems to be getting better at driving actual sales.
And new ad formats. Anything interesting there?
Sponsored snaps are now global and apparently quite effective. They cited up to a 22% increase in incremental conversions.
Incremental meaning sales that wouldn't have happened without the ad.
Correct. And they're driving an 18% lift in unique converters, too. Plus, now creators can run sponsored snaps, leveraging that influencer power.
And that first snap format. Take over in the chat inbox.
Yeah, high visibility play guarantees you're the first ad someone sees there that day.
Okay. And they mentioned AI helping advertisers directly. Smart campaigns.
Right, Snapchat Smart Campaign Solutions. A suite of AI tools. Smart bidding is a key one. Automatically adjust bids to hit cost targets.
Any examples of that working?
Yeah, they mentioned ICIW, a European sportswear brand, used smart bidding, doubled their return on ad spend, got 80% more conversions, and cut their cost per action by 50%.
Wow, those are strong results. Doubling ROAS is huge.
Definitely. And they're testing more AI tools too, like smart budget and auto targeting, basically trying to automate more of a campaign management for advertisers.
Makes sense. And the focus on SMBs, is that paying off?
Apparently, yes. SMBs were the largest contributor to ad revenue growth in Q2.
Really? Not the big brands.
According to them, SMBs were the biggest driver. They gave an example: WUZBI Money in France used smart bidding, drastically lowered their acquisition costs, making Snapchat a top channel for them.
That's good validation for smaller businesses. Shows the platform can work efficiently for them too.
Yeah, so the ad outlook seems pretty positive. More AI, better formats, better tools, all aimed at boosting advertiser ROI.
Okay, let's look closer at the financials again. Ad revenue was $1.174 billion, up 4%, mostly direct response ads.
Right, but the other revenue category really jumped out.
That's mainly Snapchat plus the subscription.
Mostly, yeah. That was up 64% year over year to $171 million.
64% growth. And how
Okay.
many subscribers now?
Approaching 16 million, which itself is up 42% year over year. So strong growth in both subscriber numbers and revenue per subscriber.
That subscription revenue is becoming a serious second pillar for them. Smart move.
Very smart diversification. And they just launched Lens Plus, a new tier within Snapchat, Plus offering exclusive AI lenses and early features, trying to add more value there.
Okay, what about costs? They must be spending a lot on all this AI and AR development.
They are. Adjusted cost of revenue was up 11% to $650 million, mostly infrastructure for the MLAI stuff and handling user growth.
And operating expenses.
Adjusted OPEX also up 10% to $654 million, driven mostly by hiring a 10% increase in headcount,
Hiring focused where?
ad platform, content personalization, AR leadership, plus higher legal costs were mentioned.
So investments are up, leading to that slightly higher net loss of $263 million and lower adjusted EBITDA of $41 million compared to last year.
Correct. Reflects the investment phase they're in. But again, that positive free cash flow of $24 million is the number they'll point to for financial health progress.
And they're confident enough to be buying back stock. $243 million worth in Q2.
Yep, repurchased 30 million shares. A signal they believe the stock is undervalued and helps manage dilution from employee stock grants.
Any interesting operational changes mentioned? How the company is structured?
Yeah, they've shifted to a new distributed engineering model. Engineering teams now report directly into the business functions they support.
So less centralized.
Seems like it. Core apps engineering reports to the CTO, Bobby Murphy. Monetization engineering reports to the chief business officer, Ajit Mohan. The idea is faster innovation, more ownership.
Okay, interesting structural tweak. And looking ahead, Q3 outlook.
They expect DAU around 476 million. Revenue guidance is between $1.475 billion and $1.505 billion.
So expecting continued growth in users and revenue sequentially.
Yes. And adjusted EBITDA is forecast between $110 million and $135 million, a significant step up from Q2's $41 million.
Suggest some operating leverage kicking in, or maybe seasonality.
Could be a mix. They also slightly reduced their full-year forecast for stock-based compensation costs. But overall, the outlook points towards continued investment for growth, but maybe with an increasing eye on profitability.
Right. So, wrapping this all up, we've gone through Snap's Q2. Beyond just the user numbers, which are impressive, it really feels like this multi-pronged strategy is gelling, doesn't it? Community, AR, and the ad platform working together.
It does seem cohesive. You have the core social engagement layered with this very futuristic AR vision, all funded increasingly by a more sophisticated AI-driven ad business and growing
It's
subscriptions.
a unique mix. They're really betting big on AR being the next major computing platform, while still needing to deliver on the ad front today.
Indeed. And that brings us to the bigger picture, maybe a question for you, the listener, to think about. As these platforms we use every day keep blending our social lives with really immersive tech like AR and sophisticated AI, how do you see that changing things? Where's the balance between genuine personal connection and all the commercial opportunities this tech opens up? What's the next unexpected thing that might happen when all these pieces fully combine? How might it change how we even see the world?
A lot to think about there. That blend of the real, the digital, the social, and the commercial. Where does it lead? Thanks for diving deep with us today. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.